Hey guys, how you going? It's Hot Alpha Female here, and today I'm going to be responding to one of our KD39's videos, and it was titled The Difference Between a Bad Pickup Line and a Good Conversation Starter. And I firstly want to say that I completely agree with a lot of the points that he put in this video, and I'm going to cover them really quickly, and then I just kind of want to add some more women insight onto what I believe will help a couple more guys who want to understand more about it and why it works, or want more information. So firstly, he explained what a bad pickup line would be and what a good conversation starter would be, and he gave us some parameters by which we could kind of define what would work and what wouldn't. So what were these parameters? Well, the first thing about a bad pickup line is that usually it wasn't relevant, so it didn't apply to the current situation that the girl was in. It was not original. She's heard it 1,000 times before. It was hardly creative, and it was highly boring and not very interesting. He kind of just said it wasn't original and just added all the other words after that, and that the comment or the compliment kind of didn't open up the conversation, and it could only be answered by a one-word answer. That would have led to probably a really awkward silence and a not very nice approach or encounter and experience. So what was the situation that he gave us? Well, basically the situation was, you're a guy and you meet a woman at a supermarket and she's reading a trashy magazine. What do you do? And so the bad pickup line was going up to her and simply going, I like your shoes. Now firstly, I just wanted to give some women insight onto this, and for a lot of you women that may be watching this video, I'm sure you've been approached by a guy who says this to you, and you would probably also realize that firstly it doesn't really work, because it's kind of it kind of puts us on a pedestal, and it's kind of like, okay, what do you want from me? You like my shoes, but you really want to talk to me about something else, right? So you're kind of questioning what their motives are. It's like, what do you really want from me? I know that you're just not coming up here just to talk to me about my shoes. And secondly, I wanted to say that, look, even if for some reason that conversation opener was delivered exceptionally well, and for some reason it worked because the guy had a quirky little smile on his face, or he was doing something that didn't correlate with what he was actually saying, and we are interested in that, it's very hard to communicate that interest because we can't think of really anything to say to that besides a one-word answer of, oh thanks, yeah, I really like them too. And if we can think of something, we have to be very on our toes and very quick-witted. And some women, they're not in the right frame of mind. They were just hanging out in a shopping center, not expecting to be picked up, not expected to be complimented. They're engrossed in this magazine, which is just talking about Britney Spears, so they're not kind of really there with you. And you haven't really given them an opportunity to kind of relax a bit and kind of reply to you in a way that is conversational, and that is going to create that kind of comfort and chemistry as well, and be able to respond to you in a positive manner. So I really believe that those 3 parameters he gave you are absolutely, they should be followed, because I think that it's really essential to. So he also gave an example of what would be a good way to approach a woman. Now there's a number of ways in which you can approach a woman, number of ways, and it's definitely not about what you say, it's about how you say it. But in this case, you're the same situation, you're the guy, you see a girl, she's reading a trashy magazine, and you go up to her and you say, great classic American literature, right? And, or, isn't it? I don't know, he said it differently, obviously. But by simply asking her a question like that, in some respects, it is definitely going to grab her attention, because here she is reading this magazine, all of a sudden this voice beside her is like, great American literature, right? And it's kind of like a bit of a challenge. It's kind of like, well, come on, prove it to me that you just don't read these magazines all the time, or if you do, show me why you do. And so it's kind of like, it's a compliment that he approached you, but it's like he's giving you a chance to kind of back yourself up, to kind of respond to that, to kind of react to that, to kind of, give him more feedback on that. And it's much more engaging, it's much more creative, and it's not an approach that a lot of typical guys will do. Usually, Okay, just for your information, guys, usually when a guy approaches a woman who doesn't really, who will just do what every other guy does, it will come in the form of a compliment of, you're really pretty, you got really nice shoes, I really like your bag. It will be, something that we're holding, we're wearing, or anything like that. And the most important thing you need to remember about women is, and about being able to create conversation. The whole reason why being able to create conversation with women is firstly because women do not feel attraction instantly. And KD39 may have covered this as well, but they don't. I mean, we may think, yeah, a guy's really hot, but in order to fully decide, we're going to have to talk to him. We're going to have to get to know him a little bit. And that will slowly build up and build up and build up. With men, I have a feeling it's a little different. You see a hot girl, you just really want to talk to her, and you just really want to get to know her instantly, and you don't need any more convincing. And with women, the process is a little slower, and the more that we emotionally connect with you, on that conversational level, or on that emotional level, the more we're going to feel attraction for you. And so that is why creating a conversational style is so important. And the other thing is that the conversation creates a certain comfort with you. When you have a normal conversation with women and you're not necessarily wanting anything from her, you're not being sleazy, you're just having a good conversation with her, you're just being friendly, then a woman will learn to trust you more. She'll learn to open up to you more. Even if she's just met you 5 minutes and you've been able to make her laugh, build rapport, then that comfort and that barrier she usually has up to the world will deteriorate, and she'll let you in more, and she'll be more willing to give her your number, or give her her number, or go out on a date with you, or get out of the supermarket with you, or whatever. Because she can sense that she can trust you, that you're a normal person, that you're not some psycho stalker dude who just, wants to get with her or something like that. And this level of comfort and this level of safety is really important for women in order to be able to trust you, so that they can get to know you better, so that that attraction can be created, can be built, and can be developed. So hopefully that helped by giving a little bit more perspective on the woman's side, and I'll be speaking to you guys soon. Enjoy!